Welcome to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're digging into something, well, pretty fascinating. The idea that the next big changes in Africa might not be fought on the streets in the old way, but online.
Yeah, exactly. We've looked at a stack of material exploring this, the mix of Africa's incredibly young population, technology, and political change.
And the core question really is, are we moving past the era of, say, machetes and Molotovs?
And into an age where the smartphone is the main tool. It's a powerful thought.
Especially when you hear that statistic, over 60% of the continent's population is under 25.
Right. And many are facing unemployment. They feel underrepresented,
Yeah.
but they are connected digitally.
So that creates this fertile ground for digital activism, doesn't it?
It really does. It's like that adapted quote, give me a keyboard and a cause and I'll shake the palace walls. Captures the potential power, I think.
And we're already seeing this happen, right? These aren't just theories.
Not at all. Look at Nigeria's NSARS movement. That was huge.
How so? What was key there?
Well, the organization was incredible. It really kicked off and spread through Twitter X using hashtags.
Right, the hashtags are crucial for visibility.
Absolutely. And they used WhatsApp for like decentralized coordination and support. It basically went around the official narratives.
But then governments push back.
Of course. Uganda shutting down the internet during elections.
Yeah.
That's a very clear example. Trying to stop that digital organizing.
A blunt instrument, really.
It is, but sometimes it backfires or other tools emerge, like in Sudan.
Streams.
Exactly. People live streaming events during the revolution, it brought global attention, made it much harder to ignore.
And it's not just about protest either. Kenya's 2022 election.
Yeah, that was interesting. Young people using TikTok, Instagram.
Seriously. TikTok for politics.
For voter education, yeah.
Yeah.
And shaping the conversation, influencing how people saw the candidates and issues. It's influencing, not just protesting.
So what are the main tools in this Digital Rebels toolkit?
Well, we mentioned hashtags. Things like hashtag NSARS, hashtag Shuttle hashtag Free Zimbabwe. They become symbols.
Powerful rallying points.
Definitely. Then you have encrypted apps, Signal, Telegram, vital for secure communication planning.
Keeping things under wraps, essentially.
Right. And live streaming, as we said, for showing reality in real time, plus online crowdfunding.
Funding the movement directly.
Yeah, getting resources for protesters, legal aid, things like that, without traditional gatekeepers.
Okay, so the activists have their tools, but governments aren't standing still. What are the counterstrikes?
Well, the shutdowns are one. Then there are firewalls, trying to block access to specific sites or platforms, digital walls, basically.
Right, and laws.
Cybercrime laws. Now, these are supposedly for, actual hacking and online fraud.
But they can be used more broadly.
Sometimes, yes, they can be
Yeah.
interpreted to target online speech, criticism, dissent. We see this in places like Ethiopia, Uganda, Zimbabwe,
Yeah.
criminalizing digital dissent.
And there's surveillance too, right? Deals with China, Russia.
That's a big concern. Technology that can monitor online activity, track users, potentially even unmask anonymous voices.
So these laws, are they just about stopping incitement, or is it like any online criticism could get you in trouble?
That's the critical question, isn't it? The tech allows for deep monitoring, which brings up a really thought-provoking point for you, the listener, to consider.
Go on.
What if the next big change maker isn't a charismatic leader you see on TV? What if it's someone anonymous, someone highly skilled digitally, working behind the scenes?
That's quite a thought, like a ghost in the machine driving change.
Sort of. Imagine projecting forward, say, to 2035, a hypothetical digital coup.
What would that even look like?
Maybe a young coder finds a way to expose election rigging through hacking, or an AI system uncovers massive corruption patterns governments thought were hidden.
Wow. Or digital currencies. Could they disrupt state control over finance, taxation? Especially if systems are corrupt.
It raises the possibility, doesn't it, that Africa's next major transformative figure might not come from a political party.
But from the cloud.
Exactly. From the digital realm.
So the question for you listening is, as all this unfolds, where do you stand? Are you just watching?
Or are you trying to understand these shifts, engaging with what this digital power means for the future?
Because these aren't small issues.
No, they're hugely significant. This intersection of youth, tech, and politics in Africa. It's dynamic, it's unfolding right now, and the potential for really profound change is there.
Definitely something to keep thinking about. What other possibilities haven't we even touched on yet?